Good morning. Let's take a look. First of all, retesting. There's a sign-up sheet, and you have till Wednesday. Wednesday's deadline, and you'll have from Friday till Sunday to test. If you fail to do either of these, it will be too late. Let's talk about the quadratic equation. This is section 9.5, but we're going to do a worksheet today. So what you have to do is get it equal to 0. And the number in front of the x squared is your a. This is your b, and this is your c. Okay, remember, it must be equal to 0. If it's not, you have to get it equal to 0. So 1, negative 5, and negative 14. So x equals negative b squared, all divided by 2 times a. So what you're going to do here is substitute your numbers in place of here. So that's a double negative. B squared minus 4 times a times c, all divided by 2 times a. So this is going to be a plus. This is going to be 25. This is going to be a double negative, so that's going to be a plus. 4 times 4 is 16, carry your 1. 4, 5, so I guess that's 56 over 2. Now, you're going to need a calculator to get further. So you're going to take 25 plus 56 equals 81. So that's going to be 5 plus or minus the square root of 81 divided by 2. Well, guess what? 81, this is a perfect square, so that's going to be 5 plus 9 divided by 2. That's the plus, and then you got the minus, so it's going to be 5 minus 9 divided by 2. So you're going to get 14 divided by 2, which is 7. That's one answer. And this is a negative 4 divided by 2 is a negative 2. And there it is. And today you have a worksheet. In the worksheet, it looks like this. There it is, right there. Okay? And on the back side, which we're going to do tomorrow, is right there. And now we're going to turn our attention to 7th period. Okay, so let's talk about 7th period. First of all, you have retest sign up, number 1. Number 2, you can test from Friday to Sunday. Remember, you must sign up by Wednesday, and you must test by Sunday night. If you fail to do this, it will be too late, so don't put it off. All right, so let's take a look here. This one right here already has the z missing, so I'm going to put that one to the side. And what I'm going to do is take the first one and the last one and get rid of my z. So I'm going to multiply this one by a positive 2. And actually a negative 2 because I want a positive 2, so that cancels. So the top one stays the same. The bottom one, however, becomes 8x minus 2y plus 4z, or rather 2z, equals a negative 24. Okay, so at this point, this cancels. So I end up with 9x plus 3y equals a negative 30. Now at this point, I would multiply this one by a negative 3 to get my x's to cancel. So on the top, which I'm going to write right underneath here, it's going to be a negative 9x, a negative 6y, and this is going to be a positive 75. So when I add this up, I get negative 3y is equal to whatever that is, 45. And when I divide by negative 3, that's going to be 45 divided by 3 It's going to be a negative 15. And that's one answer. Okay? Now you're going to take one of these equations to find the x. I like the top one before I did anything to it. So I'm going to take this and put it right here, negative 15, and get negative 30. I'm going to add and get 5. And this is going to give me a fraction. So x equals 5/30. Let me just double check my work since I got a fraction, okay? All right, I like this one, got that, and I did 2 times that negative 15, which gave me a negative 30. And that was a negative 25, so I moved that over. So I'm going to stay with that, all right, and if it's wrong, we'll check it in class. Then you pick one of these 3, and you plug in the x and the y to find the z. All right, so today we're doing the back side of the worksheet. And actually on this one right here, we want to take another look at it just to make sure. So let me do that real quick. So if I take this one and write it right here, that's cool. And then if I multiply this one right here, the first and the last, actually, I could have just combined these two. Okay? So let's try that again. Okay, so we're going to rewrite this equation in the middle. We're going to combine the first and the last, but the y's cancel. So that's going to give me a negative 3x. The y's cancel. This is going to give me a negative 3z is equal to, when I add this up, I get 6. Okay, so I'm going to put it right here. This cancels right here. And let me look at this real quick. Okay, we're just going to redo this one in class. Okay, so get your worksheet out and we'll redo that one. All right, so anyway, have a good morning.